Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
To be known, fully known, and loved by you.
Today I'm going to be talking about top 10 things that girls struggle with. And I looked up these pieced together from different websites, but basically I picked the top 10 that kept popping up. And I feel relate to a lot of these too. And today is kind of more like some of these things are things that boys and girls can both relate to, but I'm going to keep it more of like what girls deal with and like what goes through our minds. And so let's get started. So number 1, this is probably the number 1 thing that I deal with. This year has really been a good year for me because I started looking at it differently. And what I did is that I realized that you may see yourself on the outside. You may look at yourself in the mirror and think, oh, I am fat, or I am too skinny, or I don't have boobs, or I don't have a butt. Like, all that stuff is coming from the inside out. So really your body confidence is coming from the inside, even though it appears to be on the outside. And I feel that what you say and do speak over yourself matters. And so looking at Proverbs 16:24, kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul and healthy for the body. So Proverbs 16:24 basically is saying that when you speak kind words and they're sweet and you say, I look good today, I am beautiful, my body is perfect, it's healthy for the body. It says right here that it's healthy for it. It's healthy for the soul and the body. And it comes from within. And what you say matters. And speaking over yourself with confidence is going to change all the difference. I bet you if you woke up every morning saying, I'm beautiful, God, you made me perfect, my eyebrows look on fleek today, like just stuff like that. Like you're going to laugh at yourself in the mirror and you're going to think, I am beautiful. And then you're going to walk to school and then, why not tell someone else they look beautiful? Because I'm sure one of these days it's going to come back around, that person will be like, you look beautiful today. And it's going to be a chain reaction. Overall, body confidence comes from the inside, even though it appears to be on the outside. You have to be the change, and you have to speak confidence over your body and yourself in order to be confident in who God created you and made you to be. Dos. Social media can be a lot of things. I think that social media is really good for wanting to watch food videos, satisfying videos, just funny videos, memes. Like, social media can be a very good thing, but it can also be a very, very bad thing. A lot of reasons why this was on one of the struggling lists of like what girls struggle with is because a lot of people go onto social media with the wrong thinking. And, one of my friends told me that if you go searching for the negative, you're going to find the negative. You have access to that stuff, and you do, and you shouldn't be looking on there, yet you're still doing it. And you're going to walk away hurt in the end, or you're not going to find something you wanted to see. Don't set yourself up for failure, and because that's what you're going to find. If you're searching for negative things, you're going to end up bitter, you're going to end up sad, you're going to end up angry, you're going to end up all these things because you went in with the wrong thinking. That doesn't have to be every day on social media. If you're honestly just on there for the innocent part of it, like, you're fine. Like, I'm not saying that. But if you go onto social media with the wrong thinking, it can be a bad thing. And it can lead to bitterness and a cold heart. So don't go onto social media with looking for the negative, because that's what you're going to find. And you're going to end up hurt, and you're going to end up disappointed and bitter and sad, angry, all those things. So I kind of mixed 3 and 4. I felt like they were kind of the same thing, so I just kind of collabed them, if that makes sense. But it's pressures of society and fitting in. Pressures of society can be a lot of things, and it can be looking a certain way, which we kind of already talked about. A lot of people feel pressured that they need to have this amount of money in order to be like this cool, and like you don't have to be. Addictions. You can see like a lot of your friends and whatnot vaping or doing drugs and alcohol, and it looks fun, and a lot of times you get put under the pressure of, oh, that's what our society's like, and that's what I should be doing, and that's not what you should be doing. You're not supposed to follow everyone else's path. Don't be a follower. Set your own path. Fitting in doesn't have to be you compromising. So I looked up a Bible verse that goes with this, and it's Proverbs 13:20. Walk with the wise and become wise. Associate with fools and get in trouble. I think that's really important because having the wrong influences in your life can lead to a lot of bad things. And something that my pastor always says is, show me your friends and I'll show you your future, which is so true. Our youth pastor taught on this, and he said, it's okay to want to be liked, but just don't compromise who you are and your beliefs to be that. Okay, 4. 5. Acne. So if you are someone that has perfect skin, never had a pimple in your life, I encourage you to go skip forward to 6. But if you have struggled with acne, and we all have, if you haven't skipped, we all have, and I've dealt with it too, and I don't want to say I still deal with it. I just thank the Lord for my healing every single day. Something my sister said one time at one of her sermons at winter camp was, if a mirror is affecting your walk with God, get rid of it. Basically meaning, if a mirror is affecting your confidence in who you are as a person, then stop looking at the mirror because it's affecting you. And if it's affecting you and it's affecting your mood and who you are as a person, your overall happiness, get rid of it because it's hurting you. God doesn't give us acne. God can fix this. And I've been reading Genesis with a group of people at my church. God made us in His image. And I was just sitting there thinking like, God, like you made us in your image. You don't have acne. And I was just thinking, so Father, I know this is not from you. That is the same attitude you have to take towards it. And Genesis 1:27 says, So God created man in His own image. In the image of God, He created him, male and female, He created them. It's a powerful verse. God made us in His image. He doesn't want you to have acne. So take a hold of your words and power today. And your faith is in God. And your trust is too. 6. This is an interesting one. I saw this one come up a couple times and I wasn't really sure how I could put it in, if that makes sense, but this one's boys. And I feel like it could be multiple different dealings, like dealing with a breakup, dealing with a relationship, dealing with a temptation, dealing with a crush, you know? It could be so many different things. And all I would have to say about this subject would be that God's got the perfect person lined up for you. Don't worry about it. Like God's put him on your path already. Like God's got it figured out for you. 7 and 8. For numbers 7 and 8 for stress and anxiety, there's a lot of people at high school that I can tell you, I hear kids say every day, I am so stressed for my tests. I have the biggest anxiety. I'm gonna have a heart attack. Like, you get what I'm saying, right? Like, and this kind of goes back to what I said before, like your words have power. You're gonna have stress, you're gonna have anxiety because you're welcoming that into your body and into your heart and into your flesh. And I don't want stress and anxiety. 1 Corinthians 10:13 says, No temptation has overtaken you except such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not allow you to be tempted beyond what you are able, but with temptation will also make the way of escape, that you may be able to bear it. So basically, if I want to sum this up, God is saying that He's not going to give you more than you can handle. And that's amazing, right? God will never give you more than you're capable of handling. So that leads us to 9. Close. For this one, I just kind of said, wear what makes you confident. I wear what makes me confident on the inside. These days, think like how much you spend on an outfit makes you stylish. And I was just like, that is so not true. This is nothing special. I promise you. It is not. I'm confident and I'm happy in what I'm wearing. Be who you want to be. This is what I'm comfortable in. This is what I like to wear. Just make sure what you're dressing in makes you feel confident, because that's all that matters, right? So that leads us to 10. This is an important one because friends are important, and if you have friends and you struggle with making friends, you struggle with keeping friends, you struggle with finding the right friend, just know that all you have to do is ask God to bring you the right friend, because He will. He'll bring you that person that you need. God's going to give us the desires of our heart. And if you desire having a friend, ask God for one. He's going to bring you one. It's important when you talk to friends, you cast your pearls before swine. I'm not going to give you the same advice that a spirit-filled Christian would give you, or a friend that you've known for a long time that you trust. Your friends are important in your life. So overall, if any of these things are something that you struggle with, I hope I helped you with it just a little bit, and just see a little bit into my life and how I struggled with it and gave it to God, and God has in his hand. He says thank you. Every time you hand him your problems, God's like, I'll take it, because he doesn't want you having those. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought. Like, subscribe, and comment below. And just know that we're all here for you, and I'm here for you if you need a friend. So, bye!